Hey everyone, so I wanted to come on here today and talk to you about how to prevent hair breakage. So our natural hair can be dry at times, and the reason why is because of our curl pattern. Our curl pattern is coily, and because of this the way it is, the oils that our scalp produces does not travel to the end of our hair. Therefore our ends are not as moisturized. You have to put moisture into your hair. So I want to just go over a few things that I have learned that have helped me over the years to avoid breakage and to maintain my length. The first thing is be gentle with your hair. Be gentle with your hair, because if you don't handle your hair properly and you're constantly manipulating it and you're rough with it, it will break off. Okay, especially when you're styling, make sure you take your time when you style. The tools that you use, don't use any tools that will like tug and pull or rip at your hair. Okay, an example is when you're detangling your hair. If you're relaxed, it's easier to comb your hair with like a fine tooth comb because your hair is straight. But when you're natural and you have this kind of curl pattern, you cannot use a fine tooth comb to comb out your hair. You need a wide tooth comb or a good detangling brush that will not, be too rough with your hair. So make sure when you're detangling, you're very gentle, you take your time. Another tip that I wanted to go over with you is that don't do your hair when you're tired. This has happened to me before. I was exhausted. I came back from work and I had to wash my hair. And the detangling was taking forever. So in my frustration, I just started ripping through it because I just wanted to hurry. And because of that, when I got my hair straightened and they had to trim it, she had to cut a lot of my hair off from the top. She had to cut it into layers because when I was detangling it, I wasn't being gentle. I just kind of hurried my way through it. So if you're tired and you're exhausted, just do a simple style, like put it in a bun or, do something very simple that doesn't need a lot of manipulation, and just wait until you're well rested. Then you go ahead and wash your hair or style it or do whatever you need to do. But don't do your hair when you are tired, because you'll be impatient, you'll be in a hurry, and you will not be gentle with your hair. So another thing I wanted to talk to you is be careful with certain styles, because I know that we do a lot of styles to like protective styles, but those protective styles can also be a hindrance. For example, buns. When you do certain buns and your hair, you're constantly pulling your hair back like this, and if you're doing your buns really tightly and you're pulling at your hair, you're gonna lose your edges. Your edge is gonna break off because your edges are the most fragile part of your hair. They're very, very soft and it breaks off easily. So make sure if you're doing a bun, you don't pull it tightly. I know we want that smooth look, but there are ways to get a smooth look without you ripping out your edges. So be very, very gentle. Another thing too is when you get braids, it could be the kinky twist, the Havana, whatever kind of braids you are gonna get. Make sure that you don't braid it tightly. And if somebody is braiding it for you, you make sure you tell them, hey, it's too tight, can you loosen it up a bit? Because I know they're tying it because they want the style to last a long time. But you don't want to risk losing your hair in the process, because it will break off your hair if your hair is braided too tightly. So another thing too I wanted to talk to you about was protective styles like wigs. I personally had an experience with this before where you know how when you have your hair back like this and then you put the wig cap on top of your hair. You have to be very, very careful because the wig cap is tight, that's the purpose of it. because you don't want to, flatten your hair so you can put the wig on it and have a smooth look. But because it's so tight, it can often cause your edges to break off. You will have hair loss. So make sure that if you're gonna be, wearing a wig as a protective style, so you don't manipulate your natural hair as often, make sure you get cornrows. Cornrow your hair and then put the wig cap on top. Don't put the wig cap directly on your hair like this, because then you will suffer from breakage on your edges. Another tip that I found that was really helpful is that when you're wearing a wig, put castor oil on your edges. Put castor oil. You can, if you have a jojoba oil, mix a bit of jojoba oil with the castor oil and then apply it to your edges. And also don't forget the nape of your hair. Make sure you put it on the nape of your hair all around, and then you put the wig cap on to your hair. That will leave your edges moisturized, and when the wig cap is rubbing against your hair, it won't break it off because it's lubricated. Okay, so make sure you apply oil before you put the cap onto your hair. Another thing too I wanted to talk to you about is our hair pH balance is so important. You want to make sure that you're not doing too much protein treatments, and you want to make sure you're not doing too much moisturizing treatments. You want to have a balance of enough protein for your hair and enough moisture for your hair. If you're applying too much protein to your hair, what's going to happen is your hair is going to get really brittle. I don't know if you have used any done any kind of protein treatment on your hair, but you know how your hair can feel a bit dry afterwards? Your hair snaps a bit easily. You have way too much protein on your hair. Make sure that you also doing your moisture treatment. So you alternate. Like 1 week you do a protein treatment. The next week, wherever it could be, you're using like a Greek yogurt. Oh, speaking of that, that's a good example. Greek yogurt is a good balance of protein and moisture. So that's what I use. I stopped doing the henna because it was just too much for my hair. Henna is good, don't get me wrong, but I found out that Greek yogurt is way better. I get enough protein for my hair, and it also leaves my hair soft and moisturized. I'll probably do a video on that later on, but that's another tip. So make sure that you pay attention to your hair and you do what is necessary to keep your hair in good shape, in good condition. Another thing too I wanted to talk to you about was hair parts. Now I used to have my hair part in the middle. I always used to part my hair in the middle like this, and what I noticed was that the part kept widening, like it kept getting wider and wider, and I was like, why doesn't it look like that? And I looked closely and I noticed that the hair around the part was like short. It was breaking off because I kept using the same part. So make sure you change your parts. If you're wearing in the middle, next time have your part on the side, or another part on the other side, or sometimes have no part just to give your hair a break. So make sure you change your parts, because if you keep on using the same part, your hair will break off. Okay, so that's another tip. Another thing too is to make sure that you stick to whatever regimen that you're doing. It came to a time where I got so busy, I wasn't doing my deep conditioning treatments, I wasn't doing my hot oil treatments. I was just washing my hair like when I had the time, and that took a really hard toll on my hair, where it started breaking off, and I had to go ahead and get a trim. They had to cut a lot of it up because my ends were damaged because I wasn't taking care of my hair as I should. So make sure that at least every week try to deep condition your hair or do a hot oil treatment. What I do, because my work schedule and my school schedule, what I'll do is, like, let's say I have to go to class and I don't have time to do my deep conditioning. What I'll do is I'll apply my coconut oil and my conditioner onto my ends. I don't apply it to my whole entire hair. I just apply it to the ends of my hair, and then I'll put it in a bun. I'll put it in a bun like so. I'll just show you. And then I'll make sure that I twist the bun around, and then I tie it up. And then I go to class, and when I come back, I wash it out. Same thing when I go to work. I do the same thing. That way when I get off in the morning and I'm going to shower, I can just wash it off and wash my hair, and it's quick. I don't have to worry about it. Another tip too that I wanted to share with you about detangling. When you're, okay, I used to take forever detangling my hair, where I could be in the bathroom for like 3 to 4 hours just detangling my hair alone, and it was the most annoying thing ever. So this is what I learned and I started doing, and it cut my detangling time in like quarters. Make sure that you detangle in the shower. Okay, don't detangle when you come out of the shower. Okay, what I used to do is I will detangle lightly, go in the shower, wash my hair, come out, and then detangle. Don't do that. Detangle your hair when you're in the shower with conditioner in your hair. You get your wide tooth comb, you detangle with the conditioner and the water running through your hair. It makes it so much easier because the conditioner will coat your hair, and the water will, you know, it will give it a good slip where your hair was just literally, your tangles will melt apart. And then after you detangle with the wide tooth comb, you follow it up with like your Denman brush or your tangle teaser, whatever tangling tool that you use. You use that detangling tool right after a wide tooth comb. That's just to make sure that you're getting all the knots and, you know, tangles out of your hair. And then when you come out of the shower, your hair is already detangled. You go about styling it as you need. So that is all that I have for you today. In the next video, I'm going to talk to you about how to grow your edges if you have lost your edges and you're trying to grow it back. I have experienced that, and I'm going to share some tips that I use to grow my edges back. So you stay tuned and you have a great day. Bye.